Hello, 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 hello. Your vet sojourner here. Your vet sojourner here. Welcome. Listen, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. How's all this goodness going to be spread across the YouTubeverse and the interweb? This is a place and a space where luxury meets authenticity. Yes, we are still in Monte Carlo. Yes, 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 yes. I had to hop on here because, of course, when I started my channel, many things were happening. But one of the things that really took off at the beginning of all of this was my jewelry collection. And I know I have a number of followers who are here for the jewelry. Yes, did you see the ring? Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me stop. You already know we attended the Tiffany Blue Book event and a gala. You know, all of that happened and all of the chaos that surrounded it. But there is something that I have not shared with you that I've been kind of enjoying and holding dear to my heart. And there is a reason for that. There's just some things that you should do that with. And this is one of them, but now is a good time to share that with you. Before I even do that, I have to give a little context. So remember, when we went to the Tiffany Blue Book event, the following day after the end of that event, we flew back home for a day, then hopped on a plane and headed to France. This is how sharing this just got kind of lost in transition. It just was crazy. It was a crazy moment. I didn't even think about it. We get to France and I was like, wait, I think I forgot to share something with my people. So that is when it dawned on me that I completely forgot. But there's a story to go with this that also adds on to all of that. I hope you can hear me with the waves. I don't know, but I'm hoping you can, because they are really, really loud right now. I'm not complaining. Okay, this is good problems to have. Yes, I got my ring. I got my ring from Tiffany. Yes, I picked up my ring before the Tiffany Blue Book event. So before we flew out, I was kind of like, well, what do we have an appointment still for there? Sure enough, I arrive. We go through all of the different things. We're enjoying ourselves, having fun. They bring in the bird on a rock for Hubs to try on. He loved it. And I think I mentioned this in the other one. He was like, well, if you get one, I'll get one. We're still in discussions. But, let me say this. Out of nowhere, my Tiffany consultant brought in a couple of other pieces. And she just was like, oh, you know, just try it on. And I'm assuming this is what they do. I'm trying to tame this braid. These braids are out of control right now. This is what the appointments are for. They're for people to make purchases of the collection. Since the theme for the Tiffany Blue Book this year was Sea of Wonders, the appointments were for people to make purchases of the different items from the Sea of Wonders collection. Okay, we're on the same page. Great. Now, so she brings in a number of things. We look at them, we try them on, and To my surprise, there were several pieces that were brought in that really did interest me. Keep in mind, now I should add, these were not a part of the Sea of Wonders collection. I did see those pieces and I tried on some of those pieces, but this is not what was presented to us. I was immediately floored by several of them. So much so that so me personally, I was not aiming to make any type of purchase at this point. We already got the ring. That is all I wanted, was my ring. We got the ring. I was just happy, so happy with that. I wanted to take that in and just enjoy it. But Hubs had other plans. That's what I'll say. Hubs had other plans. Before I get to that, I keep saying this, but before I get to Hub's plans, I'm just going to continue with what I was feeling in that moment, which was, listen, I just got my ring. I really just want to appreciate this. Let's aim for other things for next year. This year, I think I've had ample. Like, I don't need anything more. I am happy where I am with my collection, with the vehicle, with all the things that have taken place. I've brought you along in all of that. Like, I've had more than enough. Yeah. Okay, Hubs did not listen to me at all, of course. And I know many of you, like so many others that I've shared this with, will say, well, why in the world are you trying to prevent him from doing something for you? Well, it's not that. It's just that I want to take in and appreciate and cherish every opportunity and moment that we have, if that makes sense. But of course, if my husband wants something for me, I am not going to say no. I said this about the Porsche Macan, okay? I'm not going to say no. So let's just say he had plans and this is what ended up happening. I'm trying to do it in the order that it happened because it just makes sense. It began with this necklace. Yes. It began with this necklace, and oh my goodness, can you see this beautiful? And look at the clasp in the back. It is my favorite. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite piece of the entire thing. This is the graduated line necklace. So the diamonds on the side are smaller and they get bigger as they go in. Yes, this is a part of the Tiffany Victoria collection, and this was definitely a full circle moment. When Hubs and I met, there was a specific ring from Tiffany that I wanted from the Victoria collection. See how crazy this is? Like, just full circle moments all the way around. But when I went to try it on in New York years ago, it just did not work out. It was not for me, but here I am. I didn't even think or consider this when I was at the appointment. I just was like, oh, you know, I really like this. And Hubs was just like, you know what? We have an event tonight, the gala tonight, and I want you to feel confident walking in that space. I want you to be empowered. I want you to have this. It was a complete surprise. Then, of course, because I got a beautiful necklace, you know, I'm a matchy person, right? We know this about me, right? It's not any surprise to anyone who follows me. If you are new, know that I'm a match person. Next came the earrings. So I picked up these two beautiful studs. I have to laugh because I have another pair of studs that I've been wearing for years, long before Hubs. And I thought they were the same size. Then I compared them. I had to laugh. Oh my gosh, they look like dust compared to these, even though these aren't like real big stones. I tried on several sizes. I even tried on bigger ones. But my Tiffany consultant was like, no. They're way too big for your little ears. And she was right. Here they are on. Hopefully the camera is picking that up. I was going to do this reveal with my up and coming unboxings just so that it was more simplistic and easy on me. But then I thought, you know what? I'm kind of robbing you all of the experience, especially my jewelry lovers. I know I've said it over the years, like, my collection is complete. I am done. I am good. And look, Hub surprises me, and it's like, okay, I'm not going to say no to that. I'm not going to be like, no, take these diamonds away. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. But yes, I am in love with all of my pieces. I have been wearing them on a regular basis. Yes, you know, I'm not going to just wear my pieces for special occasions. No, that's not who I am. When Hubs and I first met, and I told you about with the rings every year, getting me a ring from Tiffany up until we got married or engaged at least. I have to, and if you haven't heard that story, you need to hop over to the reveal of my electric Porsche Macan. Okay, it's there. Throughout the years in the beginning of Hubs and I meeting, he did buy me some pieces, and one of the sets that I have that I just adore is the Tiffany by the Yard set. I have the small diamond earrings, the necklace that you always saw me layer was Tiffany by the Yard. And I also had the bracelet. Well, unfortunately, I had to stop wearing the bracelet because one time we almost lost it. And yeah, we ended up finding it, and at that point I retired it and put it away. So I just continued to wear the necklace because it was so convenient. It's so easy to layer. I share that because now, like years later, you know, we're married, we're together, and I get this necklace to basically upgrade my Tiffany by the Yard and the earrings to match. Of course, I did inform Hubs. Now he started a whole thing because I was satisfied before, but now I'm like, listen, I'm gonna need that bracelet. So do not be surprised when it happens. We did not get the boxes for the pieces as one typically would because I wore this out of the boutique heading to prepare for the gala. So the boxes are being mailed to us as we speak, if they're not there already. Just, this is how it all happened. It was just such a whirlwind. It was so exciting, and I honestly just didn't think about it. I'm taking pictures with the pieces on. I don't even know if any of you picked up on it. I think two of my besties did. They were like, wait a minute, where did that come from? And I just was like, I completely forgot. But here we are. So thank you for joining me as always in the next one, which is going to be so excited. I know you know what's coming up. We're in Monte Carlo. We're in Monte Carlo. So of course I did a little shopping. Nothing major, nothing big, but a little something. So wait and see. I cannot wait to share everything with you. Until then.